Welcome to my channel, my friends. Do you ever feel stuck when speaking English? You have so many words in your mind, but when it's time to speak, nothing comes out. You want to sound fluent, but the sentences in your head feel too long, too heavy, too complicated. What if I told you that the real secret to speaking confidently is not in long, big sentences, but in short ones? Today, I'll show you the power of short sentences and how they can change your English forever. Do you also face this problem? Comment yes or no below, because you are not alone. Chapter 1. Why short sentences are the key. When I first started to learn English, I thought fluency meant big sentences. I believed that if I could not speak long sentences like in books, then my English was weak. Every time I tried to speak, my mind became heavy. I thought of grammar rules. I thought of word order. I thought of mistakes. And because I thought too much, I did not speak at all. My classmates spoke quickly, but I stayed quiet. Inside, I wanted to talk. I had words. I had feelings. But they were trapped in long sentences that I could not finish. I felt small. I felt invisible. Then one day, something happened. I was with a friend. He asked me, "How are you?" My heart started to race. I wanted to answer with a long sentence, maybe something like, "I am doing fine, thank you, but I was a little tired this morning because I stayed up late studying." But I froze. I could not finish even one part of it. Then, very quietly, I just said two words, "I'm fine." And do you know what happened? He smiled. He understood me. The conversation continued. At that moment, I realized something big. Even a small sentence is enough. This was my first lesson in the power of short sentences. They are light. They are easy. They give you freedom to speak without fear. And the most beautiful thing? Native speakers use short sentences all the time. Listen carefully to movies, songs, or real conversations. People say, "Let's go." "Come here." "Not now." "I don't know." They don't always speak like textbooks. They don't always use long, complex grammar. They speak like life. And life is simple. But maybe right now you are thinking, no, short sentences are too basic. They are for children. If I speak in short sentences, people will laugh at me. I know that thought, my friend, because I had it too. I felt embarrassed to say only 2 or 3 words. But here is the truth. Short sentences are not weakness. They are strength. They are clear. They are fast. They are powerful. Think of great leaders, teachers, or even movie heroes. Do they always use long sentences? No. They use short, strong ones. We can win. Stay strong. Never give up. And the world listens. When you use short sentences, you remove pressure. You stop waiting for the perfect moment. You stop worrying about mistakes. You just speak. And every time you speak, your confidence grows. Let me tell you a small story. Once, I was at the market. The seller asked me, "Do you want this one?" I could have tried to answer with a long explanation. "Yes, I think I want this one because it looks fresh and the price is not too high." But inside my head, that was too big. So instead, I smiled and said only, "Yes, this one." That was it. Just 3 words. And it worked. He understood me. I bought what I needed. The conversation was successful. Do you see the power here? Short sentences are not empty. They are alive. They carry meaning. They carry your voice. They carry your courage. Every time you say, "I can do it," or "I am here," or It is okay. You are not just practicing English. You are training your brain to believe in yourself. But here is the problem. Many English learners think they must sound advanced. They believe fluency means long sentences, big grammar, and perfect vocabulary. This is a trap. It keeps them silent. It keeps them afraid. It keeps them waiting. But English is not about showing off. English is about connection. And connection happens in short, clear sentences. So let me ask you a question. Have you ever stopped speaking because your sentence felt too big in your head? Have you ever thought and thought but then said nothing because you could not finish the grammar? If yes, then you already know the problem, and you already know the solution. Start small. Start short. When a baby learns to speak, do they begin with long sentences? No. They begin with mama, dada, milk. They begin small, and slowly those small words grow into bigger ones. You, my friend, can do the same. You don't need to wait. You don't need to be perfect. You just need short sentences. So in this chapter, I want you to remember one truth. Short sentences are not a step down. They are a step forward. They are the bridge that will carry you from silence to speech, from doubt to confidence, from learning to living in English. This is the first key to fluency. And once you hold this key, every door will start to open. Stay with me, because in the next chapter, I will show you exactly how to build short sentences step by step. You will see how easy it is, and you will feel the confidence in your heart. But before we go there, I want you to do something right now. Write one short sentence in the comments. Maybe, I am here. Maybe, I can learn. Show yourself that you can start today. Chapter 2. How to build short sentences. When you hear the words, build a sentence, maybe your mind becomes heavy. You imagine grammar books, long rules, and confusing structures. You think you need many words before you can speak. But today, I want to show you the truth. Building short sentences is simple, and you can do it right now. Not tomorrow, not next year. Today. The first step is the subject. The subject is the person who does something, and in English, the easiest subjects are I, you, we, they, he, she, and it. These words are like the roots of a tree. They give strength. Without them, the sentence has no life. Think about it. When you say I, you are talking about yourself. When you say you are talking about the person in front of you. These words are powerful because they bring the sentence close to you. They make it real. The second step is the action. The action tells what happens. These are verbs: eat, go, run, study, read, play. You don't need big ones. You don't need difficult ones. You just need simple, daily ones. Think about your life. You eat, you sleep, you walk, you talk. These simple verbs are enough to make your English come alive. Now watch the magic. When you put the subject and action together, you already have a complete sentence. I eat. You read. We walk. Just 2 words and it is already a sentence. You see? English does not need to be complicated. English is simple when you make it simple. But maybe right now you feel embarrassed. You think, if I say only 2 words, will people think I am a baby? Will they laugh at me? I understand that fear, my friend. I had the same fear. But here is the truth. No one laughs when you are clear. No one laughs when you are brave. People respect clarity, and short sentences are clear. Let me give you an example from my own journey. I once met a tourist who spoke English very fast. He asked me, Do you know where the bus station is? My heart started to beat fast. I thought of a long answer. Something like, yes, I think the bus station is at the end of this street, near the post office. And if you go straight, you will find it. But the sentence was too big for my mouth, so instead I just said, end of street. 3 words. He understood. He smiled. He thanked me. The job was done. That day, I learned again that short sentences can save me. Now, let's go a little further. Step 1 is subject. Step 2 is action. Step 3 is to add small words, objects, or details. For example, I eat rice. You read books. We play football. Just one extra word can make your sentence bigger, but still short, still clear. And you can practice this every day. Look around your room right now. Say what you see in short sentences. I see chair. I see book. I see phone. Do you feel it? Your mouth is moving. Your brain is thinking in English. This is power. Sometimes you can even make sentences without a subject. For example, commands, sit down, stand up, come here. These are also English sentences, and they are strong. They are direct. They are useful. So even when you don't want to think too much, short sentences are your friend. Now I want you to imagine something. Imagine you are at the airport. You need to ask about your flight. Do you need a long, perfect sentence? No, you just need short ones. Gate number? Flight time? Boarding now? Will the staff understand? Yes, of course. And you will get your answer. English is not about impressing people with long sentences. It is about making life easier with clear ones. Here is the spike for you. If you practice short sentences every day, you will begin to think in English. Why? Because your brain loves short things. Your brain remembers short sentences faster than long ones. They are easy to carry. They are easy to repeat. They are easy to believe. Imagine saying every day, I can learn. I can speak. I am strong. Do you know what will happen? You will start to believe it. And when you believe, you will grow. I want to tell you something important now. Many learners waste years waiting until they can make long sentences. They say, one day, when my English is good, then I will speak. But that day never comes. Why? Because speaking begins not with long sentences, but with short ones. If you can say one short sentence today, you are already speaking English. You don't need to wait. So here is your challenge. After this video, I want you to build 5 short sentences. Use I, you, or we. Add one simple verb. Add one object if you like. For example, I eat rice. You read book. We play game. Write them in the comments. Speak them out loud. Make them yours. Because in the next chapter, I will show you something even more powerful. I will show you how short sentences can help you think directly in English, without translation. This is the secret that changes everything. So don't go anywhere. Stay with me, because what comes next will open a new world inside your mind. Chapter 3. Thinking in short sentences. When I started learning English, I always translated in my head. Someone spoke to me, and I first heard the English words. Then I changed them into my language. Then I thought of an answer in my language. Then I tried to change my answer back into English. By the time I finished this process, the conversation was already over. People moved on. I stayed silent. I felt left behind. Does this happen to you too? Be honest, because if it does, then you are ready to change. The real secret of fluency is not translation. It is thinking directly in English. And the best way to do this is with short sentences. Why short? Because your brain can hold them. Your brain can play with them. Your brain can use them without fear. Long sentences are heavy. They take too much space in your mind. But short sentences are light. They are like little keys that unlock English thoughts. I remember one morning when I was walking to school. The sky was clear. I wanted to say something in English. I didn't know how to make a long, beautiful sentence like, "Today the weather looks wonderful, and I am feeling happy because the sun is shining brightly in the sky." That was too much. But then I looked up and said, "Sky is blue." Just 3 words. And do you know what happened? For the first time, I thought in English. I didn't translate. I didn't prepare. I didn't stress. I just looked, and the English sentence came out. That was my breakthrough. This is how you can do it too. When you wake up, say, "I am awake." When you eat, say, "This is good." When you go outside, say, "I see car." These short sentences connect your world directly to English. No translation. No waiting. No fear. Just life and English together. Maybe you are thinking right now, but these sentences are too small. They are not real English. My friend, let me tell you something. Real English is not the language of grammar books. Real English is the language of people. And people use short sentences every day. Watch any movie. Listen to any song. You will hear them everywhere. I'm fine. Not now. Let's go. These are the building blocks of English. If you can think them, you can speak them. And if you can speak them, you can live in English. Here is a secret about your brain. Your brain loves shortcuts. It wants the easiest way. Short sentences give your brain what it wants. They are easy to repeat, easy to remember, easy to believe. If you think, "I can learn every day," soon your brain will believe it. If you think, "I am ready every morning," your brain will carry that feeling into your day. Short sentences are not just words. They are seeds. You plant them in your mind, and they grow into confidence. One day, I met a man who spoke perfect English. I asked him how he became fluent. He smiled and said, "I always kept it short." At first, I did not understand. He explained, "I stopped trying to say long things. I just said small things again and again, and my brain started to think in English without trying." That was his secret, and it can be yours too. So, how can you train yourself? Start small. When you see something, give it a short English sentence. I see dog. Bird is flying. I drink tea. At first, it feels simple, but slowly, your brain begins to stay in English. You don't go back to your language. You don't translate. You think directly. That is the real power. Here is your retention moment. Imagine this. You are in another country. Someone asks you for help. You don't panic. You don't translate. You just say, "Bus, stop here." 4 words. They understand. You helped. You used English like a tool, not a test. How does that feel? Strong, right? That is the gift of short sentences. I want to tell you something important before we move to the next chapter. Do not be afraid of mistakes. If you say, "I see book," instead of "I see a book," people will still understand you. If you say "sky blue" instead of "the sky is blue," people will still understand you. And slowly, with practice, you will add the missing words. But first, you must think in English. First, You must use short sentences. So here is your task today. Look around you right now. Choose 5 things. Say 5 short sentences in English about them. Don't translate, don't plan. Just say them. And feel the power of English living in your mind. Because in the next chapter, I will show you how to turn this power into a daily habit. I will show you how short sentences can become your lifestyle, not just your practice. And that, my friend, is when your fluency will truly begin. Chapter 4. Daily practice with short sentences. Now you know the secret. Short sentences can help you speak. Short sentences can help you think. But here is the most important part. You must use them every single day. Learning English is not about doing something big once in a while. It is about doing something small, again and again, until it becomes natural. And short sentences are the best way to practice daily because they are easy, quick, and powerful. Let me tell you about my own routine. Every morning when I wake up, I do not stay silent. I talk to myself in English. I don't wait for a teacher. I don't wait for a partner. I don't wait for a classroom. I just say one short sentence. I am awake. This small sentence is not only practice, it is a signal. It tells my brain, today I will live in English. After that, when I brush my teeth, I say, I brush teeth. When I drink water, I say, I drink water. Do you see how simple this is? But every time I do it, my brain gets stronger. My English becomes more natural. During the day, I use short sentences everywhere. If I look at my phone, I say, this is phone. If I eat lunch, I say, food is good. If I walk outside, I say, I see tree. These are not long sentences. They are not perfect grammar, but they are alive. They keep my brain thinking in English, step by step. And little by little, they turn my day into an English day. Maybe you are thinking, but I don't have time. My life is busy. I cannot sit and study grammar for hours. My friend, you don't need hours. You only need moments. 10 minutes is enough. Even 2 minutes is enough. If you can speak 10 short sentences every day, your brain will change. And when your brain changes, your fluency grows. I want to share another story with you. A student once told me, Teacher, I cannot practice. I don't have anyone to talk to. I smiled and said, talk to yourself. Talk to your room. Talk to your mirror. At first, he laughed. It felt strange, but he tried. In the morning, he said, I am ready. In the evening, he said, I am tired. After 1 month, he came back to me with a big smile. He said, Teacher, now English feels like my friend. That is the power of daily short sentences. You can do this too. Use your mirror. Look at yourself and say, I am strong. I can learn. I will try. At first, maybe you feel silly, but slowly, you will feel confident. The mirror will become your teacher, your coach, your partner. And every time you say a short sentence, you are building your English muscle. Another powerful way to practice is writing. You don't need to write long essays. Just 1 or 2 short sentences in a diary every day. For example, today is sunny. I feel good. I learned English. If you do this for 1 week, you will have 7 sentences. If you do it for 1 month, you will have 30. Imagine how many you will have after 1 year, and each one will be proof that you are improving. Do not forget listening. When you hear English, don't only listen to long speeches. Pay attention to short sentences. Repeat them. Shadow them. Copy them. If someone says, let's go, you say it too. If someone says, not now, you repeat it. This is how you train your mouth to speak quickly, naturally, without fear. Now, I want you to imagine something powerful. Imagine 1 year from today. Every morning, you spoke one short sentence. Every night, you wrote one short sentence. Every day, you noticed one short sentence from the world around you. Do you know what would happen? You would not just speak English. You would live English. Short sentences would become your habit, your nature, your superpower. So here is your challenge. After this video, do not just watch and forget. Take action. Say one short sentence right now. Maybe. I am ready. Maybe. I can do this. Write it in the comments below. Make it real. And tomorrow, say another. The next day, say another. Small steps, short sentences, big change. My friend, fluency does not begin with long sentences. Fluency begins with short ones. They are simple, they are clear, they are powerful, and they are yours. So don't wait. Start now. Speak one short sentence today, and another tomorrow, and another the next day. Watch how your English grows. If this video gave you hope, like it, share it, and subscribe to this channel. Because here, we make English simple, we make English powerful, and we make English yours.